These carvings are over 3,000 years old, and they show what looks like a modern-day helicopter. This ancient temple wall in Egypt was never meant to be seen by modern eyes. But now that it has been, we have to ask, were ancient people visited by something not of this earth? Across ancient civilizations, thousands of miles apart, similar symbols, flying machines. Let's start with the Sumerians, one of the first civilizations on Earth. Their tablets describe beings from the sky, called the Anunnaki, who descended to Earth and taught mankind agriculture, writing, and architecture. Thousands of miles away in Egypt, we find the Shemsu Hor, the followers of Horus, said to have ruled before the pharaohs, with glowing eyes and knowledge of the stars. And in Central America, the Mayans described sky gods who came in fiery serpents and brought wisdom and calendars more precise than modern systems. How did these disconnected civilizations all describe the same story? Let's move beyond myths and look at the physical evidence, the kind you can touch. In Mexico's Temple of the Inscriptions, we find the famous sarcophagus lid of King Pakal. Look closely. He's seated in a capsule, controlling levers, surrounded by what looks like exhaust and flame. To mainstream archaeologists, it's symbolic. To others, it's the image of a man piloting a spacecraft. Thousands of kilometers south, in Peru, the Nazca Lines stretch across the desert. Massive geoglyphs of animals and strange humanoid figures visible only from the air. Some believe they're markers for something in the sky. And then there are the megaliths, stone blocks weighing hundreds of tons. At Baalbek in Lebanon, one block weighs over 1,000 tons. No crane today could lift it, yet it was placed with surgical precision. Who had this knowledge? How did they move it? And why do we keep finding these mysteries in the oldest sites on Earth? If ancient people were just primitive builders, why are their monuments aligned with astronomical precision? The 3 pyramids of Giza perfectly matched the layout of Orion's belt, down to the spacing and angle. Even more shocking, they aligned to the position Orion would have held in the sky over 10,000 years ago. At Angkor Wat in Cambodia, the temples mirror the constellation Draco. And in Central America, Teotihuacan lines up with the Pleiades, a cluster revered by nearly every ancient culture on Earth. These are not random coincidences. This is advanced sky mapping, and it took generations of precise observation. But if these cultures were isolated, how did they all share the same stellar knowledge with no telescopes? Unless someone from above showed them what to look for. Carvings of flying machines, structures too massive to build today, star alignments more accurate than what we achieved with telescopes. Myths of beings descending from the sky echoed across the globe. If these were just stories, why do they match in civilizations that never met? Why do the same gods wear the same helmets and ride the same fiery chariots? Some believe these were misunderstood astronauts, not gods. Others say it's all symbolic. But either way, the patterns are too precise to ignore. So the question isn't just, were we visited? It's, what did they leave behind? And why haven't they returned? There are ancient secrets hiding in plain sight, in stone, in myth, in the stars. The more we uncover, the less the official story makes sense. What do you believe? Were we guided? Or are we just now rediscovering a forgotten chapter of our own history? Subscribe to Secrets of World, and together we'll keep uncovering the truths they bury.